Now, what we're going to work on now is one, why the United States enters the war, and then the two sides specifically. Who are the leaders? What did they want? So, what you're going to do first is open up your copy of the reading worksheet. And remember, we said alliances was a big, big problem and leads to World War One because different countries wanted to be friends with others, and it kind of creates this like it's kind of like a bowl of spaghetti. That there are connections between countries going everywhere. So here's a nice little map that's got the green are the Allied powers, and the yellow is the Central powers, and the countries that tried to stay neutral here were difficult. Now look at Switzerland. Wouldn't you hate to be Switzerland right in the middle of these two warring countries? Um, a kind of interesting fact: the reason Switzerland is able to maintain its neutrality, you would think, well, it doesn't fight. That's not exactly true. It has a very active military, and they put their military at their borders and said to neither France nor Germany or Austria-Hungary, you cannot come across our borders. So it was an armed border to keep these warring parts out. And France used its mountains, its very mountainous country, as kind of a natural barrier to help keep these other countries out as well. Because you don't usually fight a war on the side of an Alp, which is a very, very tall mountain. So they did maintain their neutrality. But look how Germany is in the middle of two opposite sides. Okay, so Russia and France are fighting on the same side. So what Germany had to do is actually fight on three different fronts. It had this front over here, it had to defend, or else Russia would come in and take it over. It had this front over here, it had to fight, it was fighting France on this side, and then it even had a front down here that it was fighting on. So this is going to spread Germany's military very, very thin over time. So for this one, you have, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention up here, I put a reading link right here because this one is a little bit longer. It's got a few words in it that you may not know. So here's a reading link, and I'll be happy to read that to you. In the matching section, all you have to do is put the letter of the correct answer in the box. And for the multiple choice section, you're going to drag a blue box over your answer choice, and I'll show you what I mean. So here's the reading part. When you enlarge it, most of that blurriness, I think, will go away. I haven't got it. Well, I have got it as 100%. But if you want to put it in slideshow mode, it might be a little bit clearer for you. And again, that's why I read it too. All right. So you've got all the information about the two sides. Who were the leaders? What did they want? And then you have questions on 2 pages. Okay. The first part is just the matching part. So if you think number 1 is C, then just tap in here and put your letter C there. And just all you have to do is use up the letters that are on this side. When you get to the multiple choice, you'll see these boxes, and all you have to do is I have to hold my left mouse button down, but then I can drag it across and say, I think this is the answer for this one. And you're going to do the same thing on the last page. I had to stuff all the little boxes over here. I know that looks really weird, but if you just hover over it, hold your mouse button down, click and drag, it'll drag one of the boxes off. So just drag it around what you think the answer should be, and I'll find it. Okay. So when you finish, remember, copy, download, PDF. All right, that's what you're doing for that one. And then for the rest of our lesson today is just you watching a couple of things because I felt like that was enough writing and whatnot. Let's see, you don't have to worry about that one. You'll either have one or the other here. And then you're going to do, why does the United States get involved? So what event pulls the United States into World War II, even though it's like the third year, the next to the last year of World War I? Because World War I lasts from 1914 to 1918, and the United States doesn't enter until 1917. And then part of why we get involved is the sinking of a ship called the Lusitania. And then Germany kind of broke the rules as far as what ships its submarines could fire on and what ships. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, we do have submarines at this point. So you're not supposed to fire on passenger ships. So this is Lusitania was carrying some American citizens or U.S. citizens. So watch the little video there about the sinking of the Lusitania. Tons of movies have been made about that if you have an interest in it. Have a great day.